Mountain State Park. One of our favorite hikes here in Crossville.
Lovely. Are you excited to go?
I'm so excited.
Let's go. Oh. Doug likes to get caught.
Untangle. Good boy.
Good boy.
Reel him in a little bit.
I hear the laughter of people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they're swimming. Yeah. 75. That's warm enough.
Well, I don't know how cold that water is.
Or maybe they're just having a little party down there.
Oh, is that a wedding party? It's a wedding party.
Oh. Awesome. Let's go crash a wedding, okay?
The one thing that you may not know about Tennessee is that they offer drugs for your dog when you're on a walk.
They do.
You get your doggy pot here. Come on.
Okay. Off on the tangled trail. It's full of tree roots.
Uh-oh. The wheels are starting.
Uh-oh. At any time he might explode.
You sure you want to hold that for the next hour?
Why not?
Everyone can enjoy the beautiful hike.
Yeah.
This is a very nice hike. We like it too because it's pretty easy. It doesn't have too many ups and downs.
One of the best things about Tennessee, well, not one of the best things, but one of the benefits of Tennessee is that you go to a state park and you park for free and you walk around for free. A lot of things are free here. We're used to the West Coast where that's not the case.
Yeah, you even in Roseburg, you even had to pay for some of the parks that were free, used to be free forever.
Yeah, and remember we lived in Kansas and you had to pay a fee for their state parks, and their state parks weren't anything to write home about, but you still had to pay.
I never wrote home about anything. In fact, come to think of it, I never wrote home.
You never wrote home, not even when you're in a camp. Look at this hollowed out tree here. You see that? Woo! How is that still standing? Gotta catch up to the dudes. So how is everybody's Sunday going? We went to church today in an old movie theater. And it still looked like an old movie theater when we got in there. They had an auditorium that was made out of 2 old movie theaters. And they just took the wall down in between them. And then they had 2 movie screens on either side of the pastor. Which was kind of weird because you looked at the audience and half of the audience was looking at the pastor and the other half was looking at the screen. It was a little different.
I kept it alternating back and forth.
Yeah.
Because you were really close to him, but then the screen was so huge it would just catch your eye.
But I liked the church. It was pretty good.
Revolution Church.
Hey, we got Peterson Farms of Fake Nashville.
Oh, brother.
And we got Dave and Daisy. And Dave says you ain't going anywhere until you walk on Cumberland Road. Cumberland Road?
Everything's Cumberland out here.
Whoops.
Even the water.
Cumberland Gap.
Cumberland Gap.
Yeah, he got that special just so he could walk on the Cumberland Mountain Trail. Here we go. Cumberland Mountain State Park.
It's amazing that Peterson is still alive. been trying to kill himself.
Has he?
Yeah.
How so?
I don't remember what he did, but
Did he fall down?
he took out a chunk of himself.
Oh. What are you doing lately, Peterson?
I think he tried to take his eye out or something.
Oh.
I don't remember.
That's our little dog that around October was at death's door, and now he is having fun and enjoying life again and pulling on Craig.
Make sure you watch your step.
Yeah.
The trails, as you can see, are full of trip hazards.
Only the strong survive this trail.
But my 80-year-old mother survived it and didn't trip once.
Peterson says, I'm keeping an eye out for you. You should.
Oh, we should share what happened today, too. So, we woke up late today, and it was we missed our church service. The church we normally go to only has one service, and we missed it. Partly because I don't sleep very good at night because I had a tooth yanked, and I've been having a lot of pain in my mouth, so I don't sleep real good. Anyway, so we just randomly picked the church that we went to today because I just looked online and just find a church that had an 11 o'clock service. So we went to a random church that we've never been to, and a good part of the message that the pastor gave was about the importance of fellowship and going to church. And then afterward, we went to visit this local garden. It's just a privately owned thing that a man runs. He's developed, like several acres of his land into this beautiful garden, and he welcomes the public to come walk around.
Oh, don't let him drink the water.
And he's a good Christian fella, but wouldn't you know it, he doesn't go to church anywhere and doesn't think he needs to. So we told him, well, I guess something to the effect that, I guess that's why God sent us. We just heard a message on why you need to be in church, because he was giving us all the reasons why he didn't need to be in church, because, his relationship with God is good, and he talks to people about God all the time, so he didn't need church. And we thought that's ironic that we just went to a random church and got a message and then showed up at his place. So I guess God wanted us to tell him that. Anyway, he was a very nice guy and had a really neat story. And he was actually a professional violinist, and he played the violin. He became the official. He was in the military, so he became one of the official musicians for the office of the president. And so he played violin for, I think he said 6 different administrations or something like that.
Yeah, and he got
Kennedy.
to travel on Air Force One with them to different events, and
Yeah.
he showed us a picture of a state dinner with the Reagans and him playing on the violin in the background. It's really neat.
He was the official violinist for every administration from JFK up to Ronald Reagan. That was pretty neat.
David says, got clean air. That is a good thing.
Nice clean air here.
Or is that Sam I am? I caught that.
No, you didn't. I blocked it.
A lot of the trees don't have any leaves on them yet. We've been complaining about that for a while.
We know they will get leaves because when we moved here in October, everything was gorgeous
Yep.
and full of leaves.
It was 70, well, it is 75 degrees today. So that's pretty decent weather. Maybe we'll see an owl. I could show the people an owl.
That'd be neat.
Yep.
We have seen them here. Oh, actually, we will see one for sure.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
There's one that's always here in the same place. Never moves.
Oh, I guess he had to withdraw his Sam I Am name because of censorship.
Uh-oh.
YouTube is gonna get you.
YouTube is gonna get you.
YouTube censors me on certain things. Like I noticed I'll put out a stupid little video of Higgins telling a joke. And if I mention God somewhere in the video, then they won't put it out there, whereas the other ones will get like 3,000 or 4,000 views, but that one will get like 50 views. YouTube likes to do that. I noticed a lot of different videos, they won't say certain words. Otherwise, YouTube will put a stop to their video. Yeah. Dave said, I had to learn to talk in code. Yes. Yeah, you can't say a certain date where a certain thing happened in Washington. Otherwise, they'll
Get you.
Yeah. We were talking to a man. Where's the town where Jennifer lives up north? Well, we were talking to a man who had like this really grand estate up there, and he said that he had so many followers on Twitter, but he got pinged for being in the vicinity of this area during the certain date. And so then they took down his social media account just because he was in the area. But it's okay. Now he can build his account back up now that Elon is on the prowl. Elon is certainly a strange man.
Did you ever think that Elon is just Leon with the letters mixed around?
Or Noel backwards. Noel.
Like the grassy knoll?
Yep. What does it mean? Does it mean the same thing as Leon? It means a different type of lion. It means a tiger. Dave says they're sending agency men out to talk to people about what they say on social media. Yeah. It doesn't sound like an alternative form of government, does it? Alternative to democracy. Well, this certainly will be an interesting year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm always hopeful for the future, though. Look at this. A root overtaking a root. There's just roots everywhere. Maybe we'll see Bigfoot, just like on the Craig shirt. There he is!
Look,
We
it's
found him! He's walking slowly. Whoa, it's so real. It's proof.
Well, they do. If you don't know, here in Tennessee, they have Sequatchie County, which kind of sounds like Sasquatch, right? So I think that might be
Yeah.
where he lives. And this one of our
Sequatchie County.
one of our YouTube friends told me about. There's this Bigfoot legend on this Confederate battlefield, and they call them like Old Green Eyes. And
that's what that was about.
yeah. So there was a battlefield in the Civil War, and to this day, I guess people have reports of this green-eyed creature showing up at weird times and then vanishing.
Ooh.
So a lot of people think it's Bigfoot.
Ooh. We should investigate that.
Old Green Eyes.
Dave said, I'm not anti-government, but I am... Whoops.
You got yourself tangled, buddy.
I am anti-corrupt government, like every citizen should be. Well, that's the same thing as saying that you're anti-government, Dave. Because every government seems to be corrupt. But some more than others. I think that our government was built on a good foundation, and we should hold steady to that.
Don't pull on me. Okay, good.
Speaking of the government, in case you guys didn't know, a lot of businesses didn't know this, but if you have a side business and you made it into an LLC, or you've registered your business with the state government, then you have to fill out a certain form. It's called the so it's some act, like a business act, where it's a what do you call it when you...
Let me hold up this tree so you can get under.
You're so strong. What do you call it when you're completely... Oh, the Transparency Business Act. And you have to fill out like a business owner form and send it to a certain government agency for your taxes. It went into effect January 1st of this year. And it's being challenged, but the judge currently says that it's still in effect until the challenge is up. So they are able to fine you $500 a day if you fail to report yourself.
Look at the water dog.
Water puppy. So if you do have an LLC, a corporation, or you're a sole proprietor and you've registered your business with the state, then please look into doing that so that you don't get fined $500 a day. Dave says the government that issued me some arms to go overseas to use is the same government that is telling me I don't need one to protect my home. But yet I swear to uphold and defend the Second Amendment. That oath was not suspended, revoked, or surrendered. Yep. Yeah, they don't want you to own any of those.
You need some of this?
Nope. And they don't want you to own any land either. They want you to rent.
You will own nothing and be happy.
That's right.
Go this way, buddy. Come on, little water dog.
Anyway, I'm telling everybody I know that might possibly have a small business about that new law, because I wasn't aware of it. Just thought, like, maybe that's why they went ahead and hired the 40,000 new agents for that government agency.
glad you're getting good cell service here. I didn't know how well
Yeah.
this would go.
It's not too shabby.
For being out in the wilderness.
Peterson says the same people with no term limits and able to trade stock based on insider information. Just might be. It's too bad that your camera's a little bit dark.
Well, I don't know if you can fix that while you're doing a live.
I think it fixes it a little bit.
Well, part of the reason it's doing that is because the sun is shining directly into it.
Oh,
So that's going to make it go darker because it's reflecting that really bright light.
Dave says I'm talking about them people. Them's the ones.
As soon as we turn the corner and head back, I bet it'll brighten up.
We're gonna come to a wooden suspension bridge. It's really strange because it's a bouncy wooden bridge.
Straight out of Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Or something like that.
Yeah, but it's not as dark as it looks on the camera.
Yeah, it should brighten up when you head back.
Yeah.
Oh, that screen brightness may not be turned up too, so it might look darker to you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it is or not.
It's true.
You could try to adjust that.
Eh.
I'm surprised we haven't come across anybody on the trail.
Yeah.
Usually we meet other people here.
There's a lot of cars, maybe on the other side of the world.
Being a nice sunny Sunday afternoon, everyone should be out here walking.
Peterson said, no bear spray needed. You're a faster runner, just one person with you. Well, unfortunately, Craig is a faster runner. But I don't think he would leave me to be eaten by a bear.
This guy would defend us from the bear.
Yeah.
And if you don't think that's true, there's video of kitty cats scaring away bears.
Right.
If you get fierce enough with the bear, you can run them off.
Yeah, you see those videos of people pretending to be robbers and going into people's homes, and the dog's just looking lethargic and not defending anybody. Well, that's not this little guy. This little guy is a fierce little defender.
Yeah, he'd take on a bear for us.
He would. He keeps us safe at our home. He makes sure that nobody comes around and steals anything.
Even the possums, he scares them off.
Yeah. Our black bears around here, though. No brown bears. That's a good thing about the South. The little dog is pretty tough, too. He got attacked by a pit bull. The pit bull latched onto his back. And she wasn't able to pierce the skin. She just gave him a good pinch because his hair and his skin is so very, very thick. It's an odd thing around here. A lot of people let their pit bulls run loose. What's the deal, people? We befriended a pit bull that was running loose. Every day we'd go for a long walk and it would come with us and walk with us. And it was even buddy to our Higgins dog there. But then we come across some mean pit bulls too. So you just shouldn't let your dogs run loose. We used to have this beautiful Weimaraner. Hey, Carol. And it was attacked by 2 pit bulls. And it held its ground as such a fierce, big dog. It was strong. Like, it was really hard to control on the leash. It was so very, very strong. That is the channel about, who knows? This channel. Yep. It's about...
It's a variety channel.
Yeah, it started out as a channel about the Midwest. But now that we're in the South, it's a channel about the South.
And we do podcasts about all kinds of random stuff. And we do travel stuff. We try to focus on rural America.
Yeah, rural
everybody knows about the cities. And we also focus on Bigfoot.
Yeah, you have to.
Where's Carol from? If you're new, you got to share where you're from and what you're doing and what's your story.
What's your hopes and dreams?
All of your hopes and dreams. And if you like this little fella, he's got his own channel. It's called Baby Bear Shorts. He gets into all kinds of misadventures.
There's the sun shining through the trees. Dave says everything relates to corn in some way.
That's right.
That's right. Carol says, cool, I'm in Africa. Namibia. Looks cool where you at. Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you.
We are on the Cumberland Mountain in the middle of Tennessee. No, the east side. East middle.
Yeah, east side of Tennessee.
Oh, we're coming to the fun bridge. Is Carol from there, or is she just visiting there?
Not sure if it's a woman or a man. Like, I'm probably pronouncing their name wrong.
Okay.
Even the corny jokes.
Oh, we got plenty of those.
Yeah, we got lots of good dad jokes.
Plus, I mean, you know, there was Davy Crockett. How does that song go? He ate corn on a mountaintop in Tennessee.
I think he was born on a mountaintop in Tennessee.
I think he ate corn.
Okay, here we go. It's the wooden suspension bridge. Let's watch how these two bounce up and down.
Oh, he doesn't like the rocking.
Oh,
Come on.
poor little guy. He's scared. Okay, here I go. You can really feel it a lot. I feel like I'm on a trampoline. You got it. I'll even not drop your phone.
Cover it now. He's got it figured out.
Good, good.
He's even gonna pee off of it.
Nice dog.
Boy.
That looks like some work of a beaver. Ooh, there's a bunch of gnats.
Are they gnat king cold?
Say goodbye. Here we go. Carol says, I'm a dude, and he's laughing at me. I said, I live here in Africa.
Cool.
I've never met someone looking for Bigfoot.
You don't have Bigfoot in Africa? Is that just an American thing?
That's an Asian thing, too, to get the Yeti.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so maybe in Africa, maybe there's a legend of a monster on the savannas.
Yeah, I think just about every state in the U.S. claims that he lives there.
And they get the big jungles, too, so they might have their own.
Oh, and I've never been to Namibia, but I have been to a few African countries.
Where is Namibia?
I don't know. To my shame, I don't know all of the African geography.
We don't know stuff here.
I was just in southern Africa, so I was in South Africa, Botswana, Zambia, and I technically stepped across the border into what's that country down south that has a pretty mean dictator guy? It's right across the Zambezi River from
Zambia?
from South Africa. You can't really go into the country.
What letter does it start with? Is like Uganda or?
No. Oh, Zimbabwe.
Oh.
So I was technically in Zimbabwe because there's like a suspension bridge. Or no, it's just a regular bridge. There's a bridge between South Africa and Zimbabwe, and I crossed the bridge, and there's a sign. I think there's a sign like halfway across the bridge that says like, you're in Zimbabwe or whatever. So I went across and took a picture of myself. So I was technically in Zimbabwe.
He says, I think in the States you say my name is Carl. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Carol.
That's
same difference.
Who's a famous Carl that we knew?
My dad.
Her dad. Her dad was named Carl.
Yep. He was a wonderful dad.
Is that some people?
He's real excited now that he sees people.
Yeah,
Hey. The only thing more exciting than another person is another dog.
Oh, yeah. That's the most exciting.
Yep.
And he is very aggressive.
Oh, he said that South Africa is next to Namibia.
Okay. So
Namibia.
I probably saw it from the air.
What did you think of South Africa? What was it like?
But to be honest, it looks a lot like the U.S.
Does it?
Yeah, I remember one thing I remember flying in, looking over the houses, is how many people had swimming pools. Like, so many of the houses had swimming pools, and I just thought, wow, I had no idea. But, of course, they have really cool critters everywhere that we don't have in the wild. You know, monkeys everywhere. Come on.
What did you see? What did you see? What all animals did you see there?
Well, most of the animals I saw were in Botswana when we went on the safari.
Oh.
But everywhere we went, like, there's monkeys.
Oh.
Yeah, they would they would actually, in their hotel in South Africa, they would actually come into the hallways of the hotel.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, one morning I walked out my door and I looked down the hall and there was a big one. I don't know, I think it was some sort of gorilla or something. Anyway, he was about my size.
Was it like a
And I just
baboon?
kinda,
How could it be
or
your
maybe
size?
maybe a baboon. He wasn't as tall as me, but he was probably the same weight as me. He was probably about this tall.
No.
And I
How
just
scary.
I closed my door and I turn and then I see him and he's like looking at me and I'm like, oh crap, this thing looks like it could mess me up if it wanted to. And I just kind of froze and stared at it. And he kind of looked at me for a minute and then he went and walked down another hallway. But the hotel hallways are open to the outside. There's no doors.
Oh, okay.
But they tell you if you don't lock your doors, they will come in your room and look through your stuff for food. So you have to be really careful about keeping your doors locked.
Carl says, you guys are funny not knowing where Namibia is. Sorry. Hey, do you know where Oregon is or what Tennessee is?
Yeah.
I bet you know where the U.S. is. He says, we don't have Bigfoot here. Where I stay is only a big, big desert. Do you live in a place called Dune? We just saw the movie, the second part of Dune. It was pretty epic. He says, South Africa is cool, but not a real safe country.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah, when I went, it was like 20 years ago, so I think it's a lot more dangerous now.
Some lovely scenery.
How did Carl randomly find our live?
He's just not lucky, that's why.
Did YouTube suggest this to you? Well, I heard that now if you do the vertical video, it puts you in the shorts feed.
Oh, really?
Find you. That's what
Oh.
I thought I heard that somewhere.
So you're saying Craig is a baboon? That's what Peterson says. Well,
Something like that.
yeah. You might have some of the same features. Little Frenchie is here. She says, hey guys. Hey, little Frenchie.
In Big Texas?
Yep.
How's Big Texas?
You guys are probably getting pretty hot weather by now.
It's only 75 today here, but it feels like it's in the 80s.
Yeah, and it released all the mosquitoes, I think. You could get a couple bites. Some lovely rock formations.
What is little Frenchie's name? Is it Anne? I think her name's Anne.
I think you're right.
Am I right? Although little Frenchie is actually more fun to say.
Oh, no way!
What?
Carl says, I live in Swakopmund, where Dune was made and Mad Max.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, that's so awesome. Did you see any of the filming? Or did they put out a call for extras or anything? We like to be extras in movies sometimes. Frenchie says, it's getting there. AC is blowing good. And she says, yes, Anne is correct.
Yay, I remembered someone's name. You should be impressed. I don't remember names very good. I never asked Anne, what part of France are you from?
The good part.
The good part.
So the dog's doing really well. He's pulling Craig all the way. He used to get tuckered out pretty easily.
There must be a spring nearby. Look, it's dripping.
Oh, yeah. There's the little drips. It looks a lot like Arkansas.
You need water yet?
Paris is where. Hey, Bay.
I think I've heard of that town. Paris.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
That's a pretty cool place to live.
Yep. Bay says, looks nice there. And Carl says, I have been to the States, was in Washington, New York. I was in West Virginia in some places.
Did you know that that's almost heaven?
West Virginia, yeah, according to the song. So what state did you like the best while you're here?
I think we gotta sing the song now.
Were you in Washington, D.C., or were you in the state of Washington? The state of Washington looks a lot like this.
We gotta sing the song. Almost heaven.
West Virginia.
Blue Ridge Mountains. Shenandoah River.
He knows the words. I don't know the words.
Life is old there, older than the trees. Something, something, something blowing in the breeze. Okay, here we go. Country
Roads, take me home to a place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. And then Carl says, we just drove past the area of a chemist on a mine. That is about 60 kilometers from Cumberland. I saw people doing their things. You must be one of them smart people we hear about. Says he's a chemist. Hey, I used to be a chemist. I used to be a pharmacist, and some of the countries call that a chemist. There's the lovely water once again.
I gotta check on something with the dog. I'll catch
Okay.
up to you.
Hope the bears don't get me while they're gone. Thanks, Carl. I love our doggy. So everybody gearing up for Monday. Craig's been reffing a lot of soccer games and umping a lot of softball games, so I get to go with him and watch the games. I enjoy doing that. Sometimes we take the little puppy dog with us. Somebody's a little excited to catch up.
He's huffing and puffing.
Oh, we hear other people. Maybe it's Bigfoot that we heard. Ann says it looks like it's getting dark. I think that's Craig's phone.
Yeah, it's not really that dark yet. I mean,
Yeah, it's not bad.
The sun is behind the trees. So it's
See, if I zoom in, you can see like the correct lighting. You can see, well, that's a little bright. But it's brighter than what you see on your screen.
you can't do the little slider thing on this?
Nah. Well, maybe you can, but
Let me try it. Sometimes it might just readjust anyway.
yeah. I think it lightened it a little bit. I tapped on the screen a couple times. Oh, Carl says that he says, I think in the north that they have a chupacabra type of thing going on. I wonder how that legend got started. Why would there be a little beast that goes around and tries to gnaw into goats?
You got to show this scenery. Look how beautiful this is.
Oh, very lovely. I wish there would be a trout that would jump up right now.
Come on, little trouts. Oh, he's going to pull me into the lake. Come on.
Says the thing that bites chickens and stuff.
Yeah.
There probably is some little beast like that, like a little Tasmanian devil there.
Well, the Mexican legend was, that they'd find goats with all the blood gone from them.
Yeah.
Hence the name. The name means goat sucker.
Is it?
Yeah, chupa just means suck, and cabra is just a goat.
Like chupa chups or chupa chups?
Yeah. But I think that's what they would say. They'd find goats that were dead and had all the blood gone. So these things supposedly would fly down. They supposedly would fly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were supposed to be some demonic looking beast. They would fly down and suck all the blood out of the goats.
There they are, the chupacabras. Can you hear their call?
It's those noisy Canadians.
Yeah, Canadians are so noisy.
If you look back that way.
Oh. Ann says very pretty. We agree, Ann. We like it. Looks a lot like Oregon here. The geese are not too happy about us coming near their nest. Sorry, guys. Man, we're not anywhere near it.
We're on the other side of the little stream.
Maybe they see little baby bear and they think that it's a coyote.
Or a fox.
Yep. We took his mom on this walk, and she's 81 years old, and she flew through the walk with no problems, even though there's all these tree roots and rocks to stumble on. It's pretty amazing. Hey, Baker Baker. Says Cumberland Mountain. What part? The part that's near Crossville. Crossville, Tennessee. Carl says, wow to the landscape. Thanks, Carl. Yeah, we think this is one of the prettier places we've lived. We haven't seen any of the snakes that we've heard are all over here. According to my aunt and uncle, there's a whole bunch of copperheads. And I didn't know this, but copperheads aren't fatal, usually aren't fatal when they bite somebody. I mean, if left untreated, they're usually not fatal. I didn't realize that. I thought they were. But the main thing they get here in Tokalusi is a small man that would terrorize people. What? Sorry, my spelling is bad. The ducks are hearing Bigfoot. Yep, that's why they're going crazy. A small man that would terrorize people, that's the worst monster of all.
Are you talking about Napoleon?
Yeah, Napoleon pops up there.
He was average for his time.
Yeah, guys, he was 5'7", which was average. That's what you're supposed to say every time they talk about Napoleon. Just like, what's her face? Marie Antoinette never said, let them eat fruit and cake.
No, come on.
Yeah, don't drink the pond water here. It's not a good idea.
I think the streams are probably okay.
Yeah,
Should be fresh.
he's trying to eat and drink everything. Oh, there's a little waterfall coming up.
He's excited. He's pulling hard.
Baker says, it's beautiful. My view is the Cumberland Mountain. I live in Lee County, Virginia now. I wouldn't be out there with sandals, just me. Yeah, I don't have them. I get proper shoe wear on. The dog loving to splash. Get it, baby bear.
I thought he would like to bite the fallen water.
Yeah, he's not. Cute.
Just out of waterfall.
Yep.
So pretty. Here, they need to see what you look like. Here's your narrator.
Hey. I would have done my hair today if I had known.
Your narrator slash guide.
Yep.
Look at this. This is pretty cool.
That's the caves. That's where Craig lives. Virginia would be a great place to live.
This always amazes us how there's trees that grow like right out of the rocks. I'm like, how do they put down roots? It's just like solid rock.
Because you'd get the beach
amazing.
right there, so Virginia would be a good one. There's some people across the way on the rock. That's one thing that we like about it around here. We like the people a lot. They're very hospitable. They always invite us to come and eat with them, which we are happy to do. We are happy to eat. Carl says the people placed their beds on bricks so that the guy would not terrorize them. There was a lot of things he did.
Bring my little chainsaw up here.
Yeah, he does.
Look at that guy.
Looks like somebody was a lumberjack, but he didn't finish the job.
He figured they can get over that one.
Yeah.
You need a hand?
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo! What language do they speak in Namibia? Your languages. Cal said, so if your mom did this walk, how long is it, if I may ask? What do you suppose? 3 or 4 miles?
I'd say between like 2 and 3 miles.
Okay. 2 to 3 miles.
So
Carl says the cave is Bigfoot's.
So maybe like 5 kilometers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably where Bigfoot is.
Baker says, I'm in the tri-state area, Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia, not far from Cumberland Gap, Tennessee. People so friendly in Appalachian till they're not.
Hey, we're gonna be in the Cumberland Gap. We're going to the Cumberland Gap, I think, in a couple weeks to do a soccer game, to ref a soccer game.
The town called Cumberland Gap?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just on the Tennessee side.
Is it the place we went to before?
No, we haven't been there yet.
Oh. I get confused because he takes me to so many different places. Well, that must be good. Then you can easily travel to all these different places.
Yeah, if he wants to, invite us out to dinner when we're up there, we won't say no.
Yeah, you wanna feed us? No, I'm just kidding. But we'd love to sit down and have a meal with you. Just email us any info. Tomorrow, where are we going to be tomorrow? Tomorrow we're going to go up north. I'd like him to be a soccer coach, if you could. I think he's a really good coach. Baker says, really cool little town, Cumberland Gap, Tennessee. I may take you up on that food eating. Excellent. You guys have some nice food in the South. We've been enjoying it too much. Yep. Another nice meandering stream. Carl says that I was brought up English, but I speak Afrikaans and German.
Oh, wow.
Sweet. Craig's.
Something just jumped in the water. I think it was probably a frog.
Oh.
I didn't see it, but I heard the splash.
Craig speaks Spanish pretty well and a little bit of French.
And a little bit of rock and roll.
A little bit of German too. He has some key German phrases that are really fun to say. I don't speak any language, as you can probably tell.
He's learning English though.
Baker says, I always wanted to learn Spanish.
There's some cute little ducks.
I know a little bit of it because it's Latin based, so it's not that hard to learn some things. But it's just that they place words differently than we do in English. Makes it a little confusing. They do the same like in German, so if you know German, then it's easy to learn Spanish.
Did you know in German, in Spanish, all the words have two genders? You know, everything's masculine or feminine.
Yeah?
German has a third. They have a neutral gender.
Really?
Yeah. So you have to know the articles for three different articles for different words.
But we go to a Spanish church, but I found that it's kind of hard to follow. The pastor does a good job. He enunciates really well and everything, so I can pretty much follow what he's saying. But I often find that they run all their words together, so it's hard to understand exactly what they're saying, or I'll think they're saying something, but they're not. Excellent. Carl's offering us some hospitality.
Oh, yeah, can we go visit?
Yeah.
Hey, you never know.
Okay, we'll stop by.
And if he's ever,
Maybe someday.
if he's ever in Tennessee, make sure to look us up.
Yeah, if you're in Tennessee, let us know. You can just email our YouTube channel. We'll introduce you to some more American cuisine. Our favorite American cuisine is Peruvian food.
There you go with the fancy French words.
Oh yeah, cuisine, oui oui. I'm sure Anne is impressed. Carl says, Guten Tag, Craig.
Except here it's Guten Abend.
Almost the evening. Oh, I keep tripping. Should maybe look where I'm
I
going.
can say lots of weird German phrases that I learned from a program I was in.
Let us know.
I can say lots of phrases that you will probably never need in real life.
Lay it on me.
Like, ich besuche die Abteilung für Spielzeugautos. Which, of course, means I'm looking for the toy car department.
Of course you are.
If you go to Germany, that's what you want to do, is find where the toy car department is in every store.
There's a little nuthatch there. Too bad you can't really see it. But trust me, it's a little nuthatch. So Deutsch is very close to Afrikaans and Flemish. Really?
Something's going down over
Where's that Dutch and Flemish?
What's that?
Said that it's very close to Afrikaans and Flemish. Okay, I won't.
Although that is kind of a cool bridge.
Yeah. I'll share a little part of the bridge.
That's so cool how it's made.
Uh-oh.
No,
Keep
come on.
him out of the icky water.
Come on. Come on. We're at the paved part now. We don't have
Hey,
to worry about tripping anymore.
now we can power up our scooters.
Well, here comes a puppy.
Oh,
He's going to be so excited.
puppy! Another puppy!
He's going to be so excited.
It's a big puppy.
Bring him in a little bit. Oh, do you see what's coming? Do you see that doggy?
Oh, we spotted another dog.
Oh, it's wagging its tail.
Nice big doggy. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness, it's the most exciting thing.
Come on. He's equally excited to see it. He's hyperventilating right now.
He's like, another dog, another dog.
He's a Shiba and a healer. What's yours?
Pull him away. He's a little too excited. He's still recovering from a sickness, so. Oh my goodness.
I know, it's exciting. Oh, hey, don't bark at him. He's just being friendly.
It's really cute.
Yeah, it's a pretty dog you got. Thank you. That was quite the excitement. He is aggressively friendly, this guy.
Yeah. I think the other doggy had him beat, though. The other dog was a little bit more aggressively friendly.
Look at the beauty.
Carl says, that's funny, but the best is in the hospital. Sorry, Ed German.
The what?
Okay. The best is in the hospital. The best is the hospital.
The bus?
The best is the hospital. What did you say in German anyway?
It said, ich besuche die Abteilung für Spielzeugautos. I'm probably saying it wrong.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be, I'm searching for the toy car department.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably saying it wrong.
I wonder what you're actually saying. Says he has a 15-second lag due to the networks are probably late. That's fine. We process things late too.
Slow down. Need any water?
Yeah.
You can have it all if you want.
No, I let you have. You want you save in case you need it.
I have another bottle in the car.
Oh, okay.
It's the wild car alarm of the forest. That's what you're hearing.
From the wild cars. So once he gets fully well, then he can start playing with those big old dogs that wanted to pounce on him. He's not quite fully well yet. It's a little bit fragile.
There's a grand view for you.
Oh,
There's a grand view for you.
there's a
The cute little ducks.
Oh, it's a little ducky pair. I'm worn out.
I cannot believe how few people we've seen on this beautiful Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Is there a big game on TV or something?
Oh, there's a goose up ahead.
Uh-oh. The geese here can get aggressive.
Yeah. Those Canadians, they're not as polite as they usually are up north. Oh, he says that in German, hospital is Krankenhaus.
House. Pretty awesome.
Here's a nice little story for you.
Oh yeah, there's the owl we promised.
Yep. Oh, he sees another person.
Oh goodness. So exciting.
Yeah. Another opportunity to get petted.
Gotta bring you in a little bit so you don't tumble anybody over.
Yep. He's small but mighty.
Just like you.
Well, can you? Hey, it's Jonesy.
Oh, no,
Jonesy says, back on the walkabout.
it's the brother from a down under mother.
How you doing, Jonesy?
Oh, there's the little Irish spring.
Oh, yeah. In case you didn't know it, we have the little Irish spring. It springs out of the ground and gets you nice and clean and fresh.
Comes out of a cute little cave.
Here's our little owl friend. Jonesy says he's good. How are you guys going?
We are doing good.
Yep, about as good as can be expected. Look at his little paws.
Yeah.
He's leaving a trail behind.
Why the little paws?
The furry paws.
Well, pretty soon you're going to get to see the beautiful stone bridge with the arches. So
Yeah.
Stay tuned, y'all. Don't go away yet.
What time is it in Tasmania? That's why I ask you every time I see you, what time is it over there? I still haven't learned to convert. We are at the Cumberland Mountain State Park. And there's a beautiful stone bridge in the background there. I'll see if it'll let me show it to you because it's too dark on the screen. Okay.
Actually, we can just walk right up by it.
Yeah, you can see it. We'll be walking on it shortly. It says 10 a.m. on a Monday. So it's about 7. So I'll just add 3 hours and then convert from AM to PM. Well, what are you doing playing around on the internet on 10 a.m. on a Monday? You get to work.
Don't you have a job to do? Oh, there's a nice view of it right there. Let me zoom in now.
Yeah.
So pretty. That's a glorious old bridge. I think they said, wasn't that built by the Army, like Corps of Engineers or something? Or
Yep.
Or was it? Or was
Yeah,
it
they
that,
did the.
Or was it that civilian corps?
Yeah, the work
Corps. Like the FDR thing.
You get it. Save a worm.
Oh my goodness. Save the worm.
Carl says, so how many dogs do you guys have? We just have the one little guy. That's all we can handle.
And we have a fierce lion that lives in our house, too.
Yeah. Little fuzzy kitty cat.
That thinks it's a fierce lion and wants to dominate every other cat it sees.
Yeah. She's a little fighter. Do you have any dogs, Carl? So Josie says, I worked last night, finished at midnight, and next job starts at 11:30. Whew. Did you do a music set or something last night, and now you're going to your regular gig? Oh, the geese are upset over there. He said, yep.
Cool.
Can you dance like a firefly? That's all I want to know.
Do they have fireflies in Tasmania?
Oh yeah, do you guys have fireflies?
And how about in Namibia?
I think we already asked him. I don't think they do.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, how about in Namibia?
Or is that just an American phenomenon?
Do you guys have fireflies?
Or lightning bugs, as some people call them.
Jonesy says nope. And Carl says it's 2:20 in the morning there.
Oh. Well, what is he doing up still?
Yeah, go to bed, Carl. He probably works the night shift.
Oh, and then night shift, that's where the sweet sounds are coming down.
Yep.
Did you know there's a big giant swimming pool here? I think they just opened it.
Is there?
Or something. It's just up around the corner.
Oh. So have you ever seen them before, Jonesy, when you came to the
Oh,
States?
let's go this way. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. You can see the bridge.
Carl has is a sausage dog, otherwise known as a dachshund. I used to have one of those. I loved little
I
dachsies.
bet you they're guarding some eggs.
Yeah.
They're not too eager to leave, although they're very nervous. Okay, you leave them alone.
Josie said, nope, just barflies.
No.
Don't worry, we won't come near the nest. Well, next time you're in the States, you know you gotta come and visit us and we'll show you some fireflies.
It comes in the summer.
Yep. I think they started popping out in Kansas in June, so I don't know when they start here. The firefly is a little fly that has the bioluminescence. Its little tail glows, so they try to find each other so they can mate during certain months of the summer. It's really pretty. They glow green, and I've seen some that glow orange as well. So very magical. It's beautiful. Josie's going on that Alaskan cruise in 2025. You guys are going to have so much fun. We've never been to Alaska. My parents went on an Alaskan cruise for their 40th anniversary. And they enjoyed it. So here's that beautiful bridge he was talking about. Looks like a nice old ancient bridge.
Very beautiful.
Yep.
Now we gotta go across it. Oh, you have a beautiful view of the lake as we cross it.
Carl says, do the geese also chase a person? Oh yeah, they get angry and they chase you. Ugh.
You can do it.
I don't know. I'm getting old. Okay.
He wants to look over.
Peterson is back. Says, I'm back. Got done hooking water up to our garden. Did I miss anything? Only Bigfoot.
Yeah, we spotted Bigfoot. He's right here. You're here for the grand finale.
Show you the beautiful lake view from the bridge. Oh, Carl says that they do have glowworms.
Oh, that's cool.
Good, good. Whoa. You guys can see all these gnats. Oh, it's crazy. And there's a fun little lodge there that you can rent. See if I can get a good view of the waterfall down there. I did. Okay. Did a puppy over.
Don't fall over. Keep that camera way over though. Don't drop it.
We're gonna die! We're gonna die! Jizzy says they have glowworms also.
Oh, that's cool. How come we don't have glowworms?
Glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer. Peterson says, looks like an old watermill.
Stop for lunch.
Yep. Alright, so I think I'm gonna call it. We've now arrived back to the parking lot.
State Park.
So thank you all for joining us.
Here, you gotta say goodbye too.
Okay. Bye. God
We
bless.
love you all. Thanks for joining our hike. You can say goodbye.